Sonic the Hedgehog is all about two things: his lovable cast of companion characters that you're forced to play in order to achieve the true ending, and going fast. But I want to talk about early days Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, 1, 2, and 3. Genre-defining, console-selling, extremely memorable, classic Sonic that the best of us just can't get enough of. That Sonic is only known for just going fast. But maybe there's a couple other minor things. Sure, you went fast, but that was the reward, wasn't it? Your hard-earned victory lap was to go fast because you spent all this time on the levels, taking your time, trial and error, until you memorized their layouts, generally avoiding the peasant normie bottom path and staying up top with all the cool stuff. You fought for your right to be a speedy boy. It was your congratulations. So maybe Sonic the Hedgehog wasn't so much about going fast as it was about memory, with going fast being your pat on the back. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself though. You don't need to know everything about a level to hold right. God no, are you kidding me? First time I played the game, I remember feeling so good. I hold right all day. It's what's right, it's my right. Until I inevitably run right into a wall. Or a spike trap. Or just straight off a cliff. But that's not my fault. I'm just trying to enjoy the game about going fast. I can't see 3 feet ahead of myself in this 4:3 ratio going 100 miles an hour. Do I look like I have clairvoyance or the reaction time of 2 milliseconds? No! Well, I'm a bit of a capital G gamer, and I'm ready to adapt to any scenario. How about instead of just holding right, randomly jumping and hoping for the best, I go slow, so I can actually see what's coming up next to react to it and actually get past the second world. Now that's the ticket. I can get through any level now, so long as I go slowly and have plenty of patience. Now I'm having fun? Do we see the problem here? Speed really is just the reward. It's not needed at all. In fact, most of the time it's actually punished, unless you play the memory game. But then again, even if you do commit to memorizing the levels, there's still plenty of segments that have you just simply waiting. These games naturally slow you down regardless of how fast or slow you go. But there's a couple of parts where you can just hold right and blast forward for a good 10 seconds or so, letting you run as fast as possible with no repercussions. Those are fun. But come to think of it, it's just kind of like watching a little cutscene, isn't it? As long as you hold right, it just lets you go fast. That's not really breakneck speed gameplay, is it? It's just kind of visually cool, mindless fluff. Kind of feels like I was deceived. But maybe not. Let's just play the game normally and maybe count how many times my fun speed was suddenly broken with an aggressive and obnoxious slap to the face, aka the game just working. You don't know what's going on yet, I'm a beetle. I'm the first fish of the game, you don't know what's happening. Hi, I'm a cliff, and another fish I couldn't see. I saw you were picking up too much speed there, slow down. And another rock, another side of a hill. Long section of holding right fluff. Watch out for that hidden rock behind the title. Slow down, buddy, there's a hill there. You think you're safe with that checkpoint? Guess again. Ah, I see you managed to get over those spikes without a problem. Well, here's another beetle you can't see. And more hold right fluff. Whoa, saw you were picking up speed there. Here's another springboard. Oh, dodge the beetle. Oh, here's a flying bee. Oh, and this one's the granddaddy of them all. We got a whole bunch of hold right fluff, and then what do you get? Springboard. Go all the way back, you stupid idiot. Why can't you see the future? And you know what? Insult to injury, here's some missiles. It really feels like I'm being punished just for not having already mastered the game in full 100% detail, or possessing infinite omniscience. And I can already tell what some of you were gonna say. Skylar, you have to jump sometimes. What, randomly? Yeah, sure, I'll just jump in random intervals, and when it works out for the best, I'll just pretend it's what I meant to do. And I am 99% sure it's what a lot of you do too. So, what's the disconnect here? Why do we all know that Sonic is about going fast, instead of knowing that Sonic is actually actively working against you, punishing you for going fast? Well, probably because Sega is just a bunch of frickin' geniuses. Every commercial for Sonic 1, 2, or 3 was about how crazy fast it was. You know, with all the blast processing. Even the game footage shown is just Sonic whizzing through these levels for 2 seconds a pop. A fun little game you can play when watching any of these is imagining how bad Sonic gets entirely destroyed by a stage hazard right after any of these little clips end. Because you now know how classic Sonic worked for the regular person. The people playing the games in these clips are not pros, they're just, they found the few parts where they could go fast. You know this, and they can't trick you, and they can't trick me, and they can't trick you, because you're a smart person, because you get it. I also think what sold the idea that Sonic was about going fast was simply his name, Sonic. Like Sonic Speed? It's a great sellable name for him. Can you imagine if they called him something a little more accurate? Standy McWady Pants? Or even Sir Bump into Spikes You Can't See Coming Up? How about just drowning? Slowly drowning. A game I remember while growing up was Sonic Advance 2. Now there's a game about speed. Right off the bat, the start of every level doesn't have you just standing there, waiting for death to overtake you. You visibly ready yourself for a mad sprint, and take off as such. What's more than that, the faster you go, the more Sonic kinda dips to the back of the screen, giving you the absolute needed amount of space to even stand a chance of reacting to something that's coming up. Furthermore, you had aerial tricks to sway and nudge yourself where you'd like to be. This works doubly as a helpful tool for newbies, just as well as elites for this game. For the loser idiots, you now have some influence in your mobility, either narrowly avoiding danger or bumping you up a level to get on a slightly cooler track. For Sonic veterans or even speedrunners, it helps you push your skills of memory even further, adding in another layer of timing and perfection to achieve the best time, or even to get all the secrets. I'd say Sonic Advance 2 is certainly one of the better 2D style Sonic platformers. For sure, just because of these reasons alone. But it's not really fair to compare a relatively newer game against the starter classics. So let's also take a look at Sonic Mania. Surely after all this time, they've perfected the formula for a fun classic Sonic experience. And only $25 for this free Newgrounds era Flash game? Deal.
Are you ready for this?
It's chilly dog time, yeah.